Beauty can be a blessing and at the same time a curse. The beauty of Adesuwa cannot be expressed in words. She was called the Queen of Beauty, and some claim she was a spirit while others said she belonged to the gods. From different descriptions of Adesuwa, it is obvious that she was the most beautiful woman that ever lived in Benin. She was described as the beauty queen of Benin Kingdom in the 17th century. The word beautiful was an understatement to describe the look of Adesuwa, the daughter of Izomo Eni Yuzibu. She glows like morning star. As a child she was desired by all who beheld her, and as a young maiden no young man could escape her charms and courage. Adesuwa had everything she wanted. Her father, Chief Izomo Adia, was the richest man in the kingdom. Knowing her beauty, she had little regard for anyone. She was full of herself, and pride and arrogance were her close companion. Her fate was tied to her beauty. The same beauty that brought her so much fame and honor also led her to her early grave. There are so many accounts concerning the events that transpired in the short lifetime of Princess Adesuwa, Adisu. However, this study critically examines the various available records in order to write a clear history. Her story is quite stimulating and fascinating. As earlier stated, she was the loved daughter of Chief Izomo Adia, and the second Izomo after the title became hereditary in the days of Izomo Ihena, his father. The news of her beauty got to the palace of Oba Ekembuda, who wasted no time in making his love intention known to her. She had several noble suitors but was not in haste to get married to anyone. She eventually gave in to the love proposal of Oba Ekembuda. The news of Adesuwa's beauty and romance with the king had gone far and wide. Plan and preparation for marriage was going on. Adesuwa is said to have been a very industrious young lady who was very good at what she did. She sold goat at the market. Her beauty and father's wealth did not make her lazy. This was the reason she gained lots of respect from people in the kingdom. On a particular day in Benin City about the year 1752 AD, the Energy, Duke of Oboro Kingdom, paid a visit to the Izomo, who was the defense minister of Benin. This was during his investiture as the new Ogie, King or Duke of Oboro Kingdom, which is located at the eastern part of the present-day Delta State in Nigeria. In those days, it was the Oba of Benin that had the authority to invest such leaders as the kingdom was, under his political jurisdiction. It is strongly believed that one of the children of the Oba of Benin founded the kingdom. Izomo and Ogie Obio, as he was fondly called, were very good friends. They have fought along each other during several war expenditures in the defense and expansion of the kingdom. When they met again at the palace of the Oba, Izomo invited him to his palace at Yuzibu in order to celebrate his new position with him. This visit of Ogie Oboro to Izomo's palace changed the story of Princess Adesuwa and turned her life around. The Izomo, in his joy to welcome his old friend, quickly called his wife to bring kola nut for his bosom friend, Ogie Obio. His first wife, Idia, who was the mother of Adesuwa, asked Adesuwa to present the kola nut before Ogie Oboro. The moment he set his eyes on Adesuwa, the king got stunned at the beauty that was before him. He was carried away by the charming beauty and seductive elegance of Adesuwa, Izomo's daughter. It is recorded that for some minutes he was confused and lacked word to express his feeling. He immediately fell in love with her. An account of the story said he professed his love for her right there and asked for her consent in marriage. But Adesuwa, who was very proud and rude, refused his love with great contempt and insolence. She claimed it was forbidden for her to marry a bush ruler as the Obi who does not attain the equal rank with the least of her father's slaves. The Obi was very infuriated and annoyed by this reply and heaped on him by Adesuwa, but he hid his anger. As a stratagem, he bought many goats from Adesuwa on credit and promised to pay the money, but after a long period he refused to pay back his debts. Instead, he started using charm to call her to Oboro Kingdom in order for him to woo her to become his wife. In another account of the story, the Ogie Oboro did not immediately propose to her. He asked Chief Izomo who the beauty damsel was. The Izomo told him she was one of his daughters. Ogie Oboro quickly acknowledged that he had never seen a beauty like that in all his life. He told the Izomo that he knew that Adesuwa with a rich father like him would be a spoiled girl having no use in domestic activities. The Izomo told him that he was wrong in his assumption, that Adesuwa, his daughter, was a very hardworking and independent young lady, that she even sells goat tea the market. Immediately Ogie Obio heard that, he quickly hatched a subtle plot to woo and subsequently marry her. Come what may, he quickly demanded to buy a goat from Adesuwa. He claimed that he perceives she sells better goat due to her beauty. He bought the goat on credit and promised to send the money the next day through his servant from Oboro. This was his plan to bring Adesuwa to Oboro in order to make known to her his plan and intentions. Along the line, the center refused to hold and things fell apart. At this junction, it is important to understand that Ogie Oboro was not an ordinary man. He was a sorcerer, warrior of great skills and supernatural ability, and he is well known for the use of his magic sword that could defy any charm or magic. But this great and powerful king fell into the web of love. Immediately he got home to his palace at Oboro. He quickly called for his personal diviner to come and consult for him. He told him of his encounter with the beautiful daughter of Izomo, Adesuwa. He said he has set traps on how to bring her to Oboro and marry her. He told the diviner that he bought gold from Adesuwa on credit and promised to pay her by the next day. His plan is to use the debt to bring Adesuwa to Oboro. He said he knows that his friend, the Izomo, would like to pay for him on the account of his failure to pay, but that he waits the diviner to make Adesuwa refuse to accept payment of anyone who wants to pay on his behalf. Let her insist on collecting back her money from the one who bought the goat from her. He should call her spirit and bring her to Oboro to come and collect her debt. Nothing should by any means stop her from coming to Oboro. The native doctor said there was no problem, but he needed to consult the gods first and find out what they had to say concerning the issue. After consulting the gods, he warned that Ogie Oboro should forget about Adesuwa. He said the gods have revealed that if she comes to Oboro, the end will be very tragic. This will lead to great disaster and many lives will be lost, including the king's life, which was in danger. The king refused to listen to the advice of his diviner. He said he was ready to lose his life as far as he could see Adesuwa again and make her his wife. To him, his life is worth nothing anymore. As far as he can make Adesuwa his wife, he was engrossed in the fairy tale of marrying the most beautiful woman that ever lived in Benin. He said he was ready to go to any lengths to make her his wife. He was a born warrior and was not afraid of any war or anything that will come after it. He made the diviner to start working on her immediately or he will face the wrath of the king.
Watch out for episode 2. I do not want this video to be too long. Thank you so much for watching. Please guys, do not forget to share this amazing story. See you on my next video. Abigail Friday. I love you.